Yo guys, what's up? I got another one for you. I mean, the world is kinda crazy, right? Okay, what is the first thing since this has started this weird pandemic? What was the biggest worry that most people have? Not like yours, so don't be selfish, but think about it. What's the main reason most people would have an issue with the lockdown? Our kids, right? If you're a person at my age, you know how important it was for you to just be able to go outside. Your mom didn't could even call you on the phone, and by her knowledge, because you're still surviving, be like, well, I think right now he's around there. If you go around there, scream a little, he might come out. Maybe he's with a friend, maybe he's playing a football there, something like that. That was a very important thing in society. Now that we have all these phones and everything that kids can entertain themselves inside, and mommy want to protect them and everything, that wasn't back in the day. It changed the whole way kids think compared to now, which sucks. That's why me as a father, I take my kids outside. We go for walks, we climb mountains, we do stuff, everything, and everybody's like, wow, why are you doing so much with your kid? Don't you have a life? And I'm like, I made them. I want to be with them. Why don't you want to be with your kids? Really, guys come to me, why, don't you have friends? I'm like, dude, I have friends. They have kids too. We hang around. We have a village feeling in a city. So whenever somebody comes by to my house, for example, especially not uninvited people, but like business people, like, we're going to sell my house now. They come by like, hey, your kids are very well behaved. Hey, your kids are so well behaved. What do you do? I'm like, I invest. Why would I invest in a kid once he can communicate at maybe 6, 7, when you can start at 2? If you train him for 6 years, you're gonna detrain them how to communicate? You don't even understand the passion. You didn't invest when you didn't get anything. You're not an entrepreneur, daddy or mommy. So, that's the main thing. This whole pandemic situation, the biggest problem for me were the kids. What they're gonna do, how they're going to feel. How my autistic son is gonna be like, oh, put the mask on. Back in the day, woo, I was like, this is not gonna happen. This is not gonna work. They passed a law in Spain that, hey, we'll have to make exception for autistic kid. They did. Lucky me, I'm a great father. Mine doesn't need it. He made a huge change. I sent him to a normal school, but with special teachers that guides him, helps him. That they even said, amen, whatever you're doing at home, you're doing great. We're not gonna help him anymore at school. Let's see what happens. And it's working. I'm happy. Sadly, this is not the case for all the kids. A lot of kids are like, hey man, I feel lost. I don't have a future. Mommy, I'm depressed. They have bad attitude. I'm asking father, how's things at home? Well, I'm trying to survive, man, but these kids. I never talk like that. You can be like, yeah, meet, you're a different gene. I'm like, no. I love to spend time with my kid because that's why I made them. There are certain people that enjoy their kids. But school is important. And we realize a good school is very important. But this whole pandemic situation, and certain people didn't have the options, like me, I work from home. Not all parents can work from home. That's very bad for the kids. I was not into politics until I was in my 30s. Kids these days are in the 30s. I hate Trump. I'm like, dude, enjoy your freaking life. Why are you even that negative? Go play a game or something like that. No, you're on TikTok. Let's forget more. Yeah, TikTok, yeah. I don't know, man. It's like, I don't even give my babies a phone because the feeling in the brain, the satisfaction, the moment I take the phone away as a test, they blow up. I'm like, whoa, what the heck is this? Let's go do different things that we can enjoy in life. So if I give you the phone and I take it away, you're gonna be like, there's something else to do. I want my kids to be bored so they can find things to excite themselves. Not be like, oh my God, there's no food. No, I don't want that, people. But kids are getting messed up in the brain. You don't believe me? Look, man, I'm just happy. After freaking 2 years in the weird epidemic and everything, finally I found the clip of the left admitting something is wrong.
Oh, for me, I mean, my kids hear me rant about this every day, so I may as well tell you guys. It's the crushing impact that our COVID policies have had on young kids and children. By far, the least serious risk for serious illness. But I mean, even teenagers, a healthy teenager has a 1 in a million chance of getting and dying from COVID, which is way lower than dying in a car wreck on a road trip. But they have suffered and sacrificed the most, especially kids in underrepresented, at-risk communities. And now we have the Surgeon General saying there's a mental health crisis among our kids. The risk of suicide attempts among girls now up 51% this year. Black kids, nearly twice as likely as white kids to die by suicide. I mean, school closures, lockdowns, cancellation of sports. You couldn't even go on a playground in the DC area without cops scurrying, shooing the kids off. Tremendous negative impact on kids, and it's been an afterthought. Yeah. It's hurt their dreams, their future, learning loss, risk of abuse, their mental health. And now with our knowledge, our vaccines, if our policies don't reflect a more measured and reasonable approach for our children, they will be paying for our generation's decisions the rest of their lives. And that, to me, is the greatest underreported story of the past year.
Yeah, the silent message that you guys was like, you know what? We have to do this for the old people. So we have to lock in everything. They poke everybody. We need to talk in codes. Yeah, I don't want to do it to my kid, but they want to do it to my kid. I'm like, hey man, just chill, okay? Right now, I got it. My wife got it. My kids got it. You know what got it worse? My wife. She's complaining, but she's kind of good. She's still working behind the PC. Data shows at Crawford explained suicide rates among teenagers have soared during this pandemic. Equally problematic is how the education took a backseat to the common sense approach to the pandemic. For example, one survey from the Kaiser Family Foundation discovered that 40% of the parents believe their children fell behind during the pandemic because of the school lockdowns and remote learning, which does not provide the same educational experience as an in-person learning. School lockdown impacted not only education, but social and emotional development in children and drove an increased mental health and behavioral problems, the survey found. Look man, I'm not joking. The way they put children in blocks far away, 6 meters, pim pam 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 pam, they don't do it in the schools in Spain. They keep them together. One got maybe the poof, and they said, yeah, everybody go home 10 days. That's the rule. And you have to survive the way you can. But that's the thing, they're not gonna stop kids from having a normal interaction. At least they respect that. For my autistic kid, that's amazing. But you have to try that. But if you don't want to try that, and suicide rates for women has gone up 51%. Don't you worry about that? I don't know. Anyway, man, that's all I wanted to say. And hey, if you like what I have to say, pling, plang, ploom, bell, thumbs up, comment, brrr, and we can stay in touch. Peace.